Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. We got some more pre-1961 bats. We got the Baltimore Orioles traveling to Washington on April 25th to take on the Senators. Let's see what happens here, and we'll take a look at the starting lineup. We're leading off for the Baltimore Orioles, playing center field, Baby Doll Jacobson. Batting second, playing right field, Harry Rice. Batting third, playing first base, George Sisler. Batting fourth, playing left field, Ken Williams. Batting fifth, playing third base, Gene Robertson. Batting sixth, doing the catching is Hank Severeid. Batting seventh, playing second, Marty McManus. Batting eighth, playing short, Bobby Wallace. Batting ninth, on the pitching for the Orioles is Hoyt Wilhelm. Take a look now at the Washington Senators starting lineup. Leading off, playing center field, Sam Rice. Batting second and playing short is Cecil Travis. Batting third, playing left field is Goose Goslin. Batting fourth, playing third base, Harmon Killebrew. Batting fifth, playing right field, Heine Manchie. Batting sixth, playing first base, Mickey Vernon. Batting seventh, playing second base, Buddy Meyer. Batting eighth, on the catching, Muddy Rule. And on the mound, the Dutchman. Batting ninth, Dutch Leonard. Let's get down here to the game, get this party started. Alrighty. And we got leading off for the Orioles, Baby Doll Jacobson, batting .324 on the year, 1 homer and 4 RBIs. This is Dutch Leonard's third game, his first start. He's 1-0 with a 15 ERA. And here's the pitch to Baby Doll. And right away, Jacobson squares this one up against the Dutchman. And that ball is high. That ball is far. That ball is gone, folks. Just like that, Baby Doll puts the Orioles on top, 1-0. Now we got Rice up. And Rice is batting .375, 1 homer and 5 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Vernon at first. Round number 1. Brings up George Sisler now. Sisler batting .243, no homers and 5 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Rice in center field. Round number 2. Brings up Ken Williams now. Williams batting .375, 1 homer and 2 RBIs, 7 RBIs rather. And that's going to be a comebacker to Dutchman. He fires over to Vernon. That'll end the inning. But Baby Doll starts this game off with a leadoff homer. Orioles 1, Senators coming to bat. And leading off for the Senators is Sam Rice, batting .286 on the year. No homers and 1 RBI. Going up against Hoyt Wilhelm, his second start of the year. He's 1-0 with a 5.4 ERA. And here's the pitch to Rice. And that's going to be against the Dutchman. 18. That's going to be a fly ball in the center field. Jacobson's got it for out number 1. And Cecil Travis is up now. And Travis is batting .143, 1 homer and 2 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down to George. He takes it himself for out number 2. Here comes the goose. Goslin's batting .345, 2 homers, 3 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Rice in right field. And the Senators go down 1-2-3. We go to the top of the second. It's 1-0 Baltimore. Got Robertson due up now. Reed and then McManus due up. And Jean's batting .333 on the year. No homers and no RBIs. And that's going to be squared up. Robertson hits that ball into right field. That'll split the gap, hit the wall. And that'll be a leadoff double. You can see Washington's upcoming schedule. They'll stay home and play 2 games against the Tigers, and then they go on the road to take on the White Sox. And Hank Reed is up now, batting $167, no homers and no RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. Rice has got that for out number 1. And Marty's up now. McManus is batting .286. He's got no homers and 7 RBIs. And against the 13, that is going to be a ground ball down the second. And with 1 out of 55 on an 8. 55 and an 8. Fielding column 1. That's going to be a fly ball out into shallow left field. Killebrew makes the call, makes the catch for out number 2. So Robertson with that leadoff double still down at second. And Bobby Wallace is up batting .267, no homers and 1 RBI. And that's going to be popped up down the short. And Buddy's got that. Travis has got that, makes the catch. That ends the inning. Orioles strand 1. We go to the bottom of the second. It's still 1-0 Baltimore. We got Killebrew, Manchi, and Vernon due up. Killebrew's batting .286 with 1 homer and 4 RBIs. And that ball is high. That ball is far. That ball is gone. Just a second, it might not be going because I'm wondering what that F was for. That's supposed to be a G, so we'll look here. HOYT WILHELM may not give up a home run. That's supposed to be a G. Have to look. Your editor. F, what can I say? That's supposed to be a G. And we'll have to go back here and see if this is a home run. Sorry about that. So that would make him a 20. And he takes that home runner away, and that's going to be a double in left center. So Killebrew hits a double as he can't quite square the ball up. So Killebrew's down at second with nobody out. Heine's up now with Manchew's batting .227. He's got no homers and no RBIs. And against the righty, that's an 18. And that is going to be a fly ball in the right field. Rice makes the catch. Killebrew will have to stay put. Mickey Vernon's up now. And Mickey is batting .207, 1 homer and 3 RBIs. And that's going to be another fly ball out the right field. Killebrew still down there at second. You see Baltimore's upcoming schedule. They're going to go home, take on the White Sox. Then after that, they travel to Detroit. Buddy's up now, hitting a $120, no homers and 2 RBIs. And that'll end it. That'll be a ground ball down the first. George will toss it over to Hoyt covering, and the leadoff double goes nowhere. We go to the top of the third. It's still 1-0 Orioles. We got Hoyt Wilhelm up, followed by Jacobson and Rice. Hoyt's 0 for 3 on the year. And that's going to be a fly ball out the right field. 1 up and 1 down. And Baby Doll's up now. He homered and put the only run on the board so far. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Travis. He fires over to first. 2 up and 2 down. That brings up Rice now. And Harry, he grounded out to first his first time up. And that's going to be a rare play, a 12 and a 40. And that's going to be strike 1. Here's the 0-1 count. And that's going to be a fly ball out the left field. The Orioles go down 1, 2, 3 to the bottom of the third we go. The bottom part of the order due up here. Rule, Muddy 1 and the Dutchman. And then back to the top of the order and Rice. Muddy Rule's batting .250, no homers and 2 RBIs. And that ball's well hit. See what the Muddy can do with this one. And that ball is hit in the right field. It bounces off the wall. That'll be a double to start this inning. That brings up the Dutchman. You see Baltimore and Washington's record. Baltimore's 5 and 3. They're batting .291. On base percentage of .345, slugging of .480, and an OPS of .833. And the Senators are 4 and 4, batting .271, and on base percentage of .330, slugging of .397, and an OPS of .727. And the Dutchman, he is 0 for 1 in the season. He's going to try to get Rule over to third with a bunt. And that's going to be a 23 on a sacrifice. And a 64. Hoyt Wilhelm's a 2 on a 64. That's fielding column 3. And that's going to be first and second on wild throw. And the runner's going to score. So that's going to be an E1. Runner on second's going to score. And the batter's going to get down to second. So big mistake there by Hoyt Wilhelm. The Dutchman's down at second. Still nobody out. And it's a tie ball game. Sam Rice is up now. Rice flew out to center his first time up. And that's going to be a base on balls. Hoyt walks him. Now we got first and second, and still nobody out. And Cecil Travis is up. He grounded out to first his first time up. Here's the pitch to Travis. And that ball is hit high. That ball is hit far. And that ball is out of here, folks. Home run by Cecil Travis. He turned on that one, hit that down the right field line. And just like that, the Senators are up 4-1. That was Travis's first home run of the year. Second home run of the year. Now you got Goose Goslin up now. Nobody on, nobody out. And Goose is 0 for 1. He flew out to right his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball in the center field. That'll be the first out of the inning. Killebrew's up now. He just missed hitting a home run his first time up. He doubled off the wall. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. So Hoyt's bouncing back from the home run here. And Heine's up, and he flew out the right his first time up. And he gets a hold of this one. Let's see what Manchu can do here. And that ball is hit hard. That ball is off the wall in left center field. Some room out there to run. And Manchu's going to end up with a 2-out triple, folks. So another runner down at third now. Scoring position for Mickey. And Vernon is 0 for 1. He flew out the right his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down. Pop up down to second. And that'll end the inning. But the Senators score 4, 3 of them on the home run by Travis. And it is 4-1 as we get to the top of the fourth. We've got Sisler due up, followed by Williams and Robertson. George, he flew out the center his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball back to the Dutchman. Fires over to Vernon for out number 1. Ken Williams is up now. And Williams is 0 for 1. He grounded out to the Dutchman his first time up. And that's going to be a base on balls. So Ken Williams walks on down to first. And with 1 out, I would make him a 24. Roberts up. 24 to steal. It's a 46. 46. Let's see here. Baltimore has struck out 25 times, walked 31, has 32 doubles and 11 triples. Washington has 38 strikeouts, 34 walks, has 20 doubles and 4 triples. And let's see here. I think Williams is going to try to take off here and steal. Might not be able to, down by 3. Let's see. Nope, he can't. So he's not going to try stealing. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. Rice has got it. And that'll be out number 2. Severide's up now. And Hank is 0 for 1. He flew out to center his last time up. And that's going to be against a 15-8. And that's going to be a fly ball out to left field. Goose has got it. And that'll end the inning. Baltimore strands 1. Go to the bottom of the fourth. The Senators with a 4-1 lead here. And we got the bottom part of the order due up. Meyer, Rule, and Leonard. Buddy is 0 for 1. He grounded out to the first baseman. And that's going to be a fly ball out to the left. 1 up and 1 down. And Muddy Rule's up now. And Muddy, he doubled and came around to score his first time up. And that's going to be a 20. That is going to be a fly ball in the left field. 2 fly balls, 2 outs. It's up to the Dutchman to keep this game going. He reached on an error his first time up. Came around to score. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Robertson. Over to first. Senators go down 1, 2, 3. We go to the 5th. We got the bottom part of the order due up here for the Orioles. McManus, Wallace, and Wilhelm. And Marty's 0 for 1. Popped up the 3rd. And that's going to be a base on balls. Marty trots on down the 1st. Now to bring up Bobby Wallace. And Bobby's 0 for 1. He popped up the short first time up. And a 39, a pitcher, and a 52 and a 2. 52 and a 2. It's going to be fielding column 2. And we'll have a rare play here with a man on first. A 39. We roll some dice. 14 on a 39. It'll be a 19. be down the first. 44 and a 4. 44 and a 4 should be column number 1. And it is. And that's going to be a high fly out in the fair territory in shallow right field. And Vernon makes the catch for out number 1. And that brings up Hoyt Wilhelm now with 1 out and a runner at first. Hoyt's going to try to sacrifice him over to second. Hoyt is 0 for 1 today. And a 27 down the third. That'll be fielding column 1. That's 2 strikes on the batter. He missed 2 attempts to bunt. Here's the 0-2 pitch. They're keeping the bunt on. 35. He strikes him out. He can't get the bunt down. Fouls it off. Wilhelm's unsuccessful. The runner's still down at first. And we got Abba up here. He's homered, and he has grounded out the short. And that's going to be a 40 team. It's going to be a pass ball by PB3. He's not, so that's going to be a rare play. Re-roll some dice on a 40. 61 and a 40 is 10. It's going to be hit down the short. Travis is down there. 63 on a 9. And that's barely column 3. It's going to be a single through short. Well, let's get the right base thing. Let's redo this. A 61 and a 39. That'll be a 14 instead. Let's hit down the second. And a 28 and a 63. 8. That's still fielding column 3. This time it's second. First on air, run to second. And with 2 outs, the runner to third. Second baseman drops the ball. So that's going to be an E4. Runner on first is going to get down to third. So we got first and third now with 2 outs. And Rice is up as Clinton Parks joins us here. How's it going, Clinton? Oh, good afternoon to you too, buddy. So Harry Rice is 0 for 2. He's grounded out to first and flew out to left. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Buddy at second. He tosses it over to first. The Orioles strand 2. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's still 4-1 Washington. We got the top of the order due up here for the Senators. Rice, Travis, and Goslin. Sam's 0 for 1. He has flown out and walked. And that's going to be against the righty 18. And that's going to be a nice play down at short by Wallace. He fires over to the Sisler for out number 1. Here's the man that hit the 3-run homer, Cecil Travis. 1 for 2. He hit that homer and grounded out the first. He's every time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Jacobson in center field. 2 up and 2 down. Here comes the goose. And Goslin's 0 for 2. Flown out the right and center. And he says, how about at center field again? Baby Doll says, not a problem. And that's 1, 2, 3 goes the Senators. To the top of the 6th we go. We've got Sisler, Williams, and Robertson due up here. George is 0 for 2. Flew out the center and grounded out to the pitcher. And that's going to be another ground ball back to the Dutchman. He handles it, throws it over to Mickey. That'll be out number 1. Brings up Ken Williams now. And Williams is 0 for 1. He's grounded out to the Dutchman and walked. And that's going to be a 15. That's going to be an infield hit. No play for Killebrew. He holds on to the ball. Williams is aboard here with 1 out. And Gene Robertson's up. He's doubled and flown out the center. And that's a ground ball down the Killebrew. Can Killebrew go around the horn here and get the double play? He's not the best fielding third baseman, but he makes a fine play this time. That's going to be the old 5-4-3 double play, and that'll end the inning. We go to the bottom of the sixth. It's still 4-1 Washington. And that Killebrew is now up. Lead off, followed by Heine and Mickey. And Harmon's 1 for 2. He's doubled and struck out. And that's another swing and a miss. Killebrew strikes out for the second time. And Heine Manshew's up now. He is tripled and flew out the right. And that's going to be a single in the right field. So a 1-out base hit. Brings up Mickey Vernon now. Centers would like to get an extra run or two here. Mickey's 0 for 2, flew out the right and popped up the second. And that's going to be hit down to first. And that's going to sneak through. Let's see here, 42 and a 5. That might not sneak through. 42 and a 5. First baseman. That'll be fielding column 1. That's left, and he'll be safe at first. They'll get the lead runner. That'll be a 3-6 put out. But Mickey, being a left-handed batter, safe at first. So we got 2 outs now for Buddy Meyer. He's 0 for 1. He's grounded out the first and flew out the left. And that's going to be a base on balls. So now you got a runner in scoring position for the Muddy rule. Muddy's having a fine game here. Can he deliver here with 2 outs? He's 1 for 2 with a double. Flew out the left his other time up. And against a 20, that's going to be a ground ball down the short. He'll go to short way to second, and that'll end the inning. The Senators strand 2 to the top of the 7th we go. Severide due up McManus and Wallace against the Dutchman. And Hank is 0 for 2. He's flown out the center and left. And that's going to be another ball, and this time it's going to be the right. So he's hit the ball to all 3 outfields and been out all 3 times. And Marty's up now. McManus is 0 for 1. He's popped up the third and walked. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Travis at short. He fires across the diamond for out number 2. And Bobby Wallace is up now. And Wallace is 0 for 2. He's popped up the short and popped up the third, first rally. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. Killebrew's got it. 1, 2, 3 goes the Orioles. We make it to the 7th inning stretch. It's 4-1 Washington. The Orioles are hoping Hoyt can make it through this 7th inning. He's due to lead off the top of the 8th. Let's see here with the bullpen for the Senators if we want to pitch it here for the Dutchman. And their bullpen is not that great. Not that great at all. Bring in Zachary, the lefty. You got righty, and a lefty duo. Let's see who they got on the bench. They're going to let the Dutchman hit away. They're not going to go to the bullpen yet. The Dutchman will lead it off, followed by Rice and then Travis. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Robertson for out number 1. Back to the top of the order we go here, and Sam Rice. And Rice is 0 for 2. He's walked and has flown out and grounded out. And that's going to be a single infield hit. Nice job by Sam. He gets a board here with 1 out. Here comes Cecil Travis. He's the man of the hour right now with that 3-run homer. He has grounded out and flown out his other 2 times up. And he gets a hold of this one again. It's a Travis day. Cecil Travis day here in Washington. And that ball split the gap. And with Rice's arm and Rice's speed, Sam's speed, and Hank's arm, he should score easy on this double. Let's see here. 42, 29, and an 18, 31. 61 or lower. He's safe. And he's safe on that RBI double. And just like that, the Senators are up 5-1. And he's got a runner down at second with 1 out. And the Goose is up. He is 0 for 3. He's flown out to center twice and to right. And he gets a hold of this one. How far is this one going to travel? As all of a sudden, HOYT's not looking like he's going to make it through this inning. That's going to be a double in the left field. And that's going to be it for the HOYT WILHELM. He cannot make it through this 7th inning. Let's see about the double switch here. Wallace is playing short. Take him out of the game. HOYT will come out. Come in and play short. Red's going to come in and play short. And he's going to come out of the bullpen here. You got Killebrew. You got a righty and 2 lefties. So it looks like Hamilton will come out of the bullpen. Face the righty and then the lefties. You're going to have Hamilton come in, batting an 8th spot for Wallace. And Red will come in, batting a 9th spot and play shortstop. One out, runner down at second. Killebrew was up. This is Hamilton's 2nd appearance. He's walked 2 and hasn't given up a run or a hit. Here's Killebrew. He's 1 for 3. He's struck out twice and doubled. And that's going to be another. Nope, that's not going to be another strikeout. That's going to be popped up down the short. Red just comes in the game, and the ball always finds you. That'll be out number 2. And Heine comes up now. He's 2 for 3 with a triple and a single and flown out the right. And against a lefty, I'm going to make him an 18. That's going to be a single in the right field. And again, Rice don't have a very good arm, and Goose has got great speed. And there's 2 outs. He should make it home with no throw. And he does. That'll be a RBI single by Heine. And it is now 7-1. Hamilton can't keep the run from scoring. As Tim D joins us here today. Hey, Tim, it's been a little while. Nice to see you, man. Mickey's 0 for 3. He has flown out the right, popped up to second and reached on a fielder's choice. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. Marty will toss it over to first to end the inning, but the Senators score 3 and take a 7-1 lead into the 8th. We got Red due up here with a double switch, followed by Jacobson and Rice. And Red's batting .333 on the year with an RBI. Yeah, it was a damn close ball game until that 7th inning. Yep. Up until that, Hoyt gave up one bad pitch to Travis, made it a 3-run homer, made it 4-1. But now, like I say, he got lit up again in the 7th. So here's the pitch to Red. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Travis at short. He fires over to Vernon for out number 1. Back to the top of the order in Baby Doll. And he's 1 for 3 with that leadoff homer, the only run of the game so far for Baltimore. And that's going to be against the righty, 17. And that's going to be a base hit. Infield hit by Baby Doll. That'll bring up Rice now with a runner down at first. 1 out. And Harry's 0 for 3. He has grounded out twice, flown out. And he gets a hold of this one. These Orioles ain't giving up. Got some fight in them. That ball is high. That ball is far. That ball is gone, folks. Home run. Rice makes this a 7-3 ball game. That'll get the bullpen up. Dutchman's due up 3rd in the bottom of the 8th. Brings up Sisler now. George is 0 for 3. He is flown out to center and grounded out to the Dutchman twice. And we drop a dice. And that's going to be a fly ball out the center field. Rice has got it. That'll be out number 2. It's up to Ken Williams to keep this 8th inning going. Did we lose another dice too? Where did that other dice go? I didn't even see it drop. We lost 2 dice in that one roll. Where did it go? There it is. Alrighty. So we got Ken Williams up. Can he keep this inning alive here? And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. Travis gets it. Yeah, it has been a bit, Tim. Yeah. And that'll end the inning. As Travis fires it over to Vernon. We go to the bottom of the 8th. We got the bottom part of the order due up here. Buddy Meyer, Muddy Rule, and the Dutchman. We'll probably have a pitch hitter for Dutch Leonard. And Buddy is 0 for 2. He's walked, grounded out, and flown out. Excuse me, and that's going to be a base hit in the right field. So Buddy's aboard here with a leadoff single. And Muddy Rule's up now. And Muddy is 1 for 3 with a double. The Orioles need a double play. They can't afford to give up any more runs. They're down by 4. And that's going to be a tailor-made double play down to Red. Red's got it. Fires over to Marty, over to George. 6-4-3 double play. That'll be 2 outs now. And they are going to pitch hit for Dutchman. See who's going to come off the bench here against Hamilton. And Roy Severs is going to come off the bench. See if Roy can do some damage here against Hamilton. There's Roy. Yeah, it does take a while, Tim. Oh, cool. Sounds good. Clinton says he's going to be doing a few more games a day. And Legend Sports Universe joins us. Check out his great channel. Okay, so Severs is up now with 2 outs, batting .294 in the year. He's got a homer and 2 RBIs. And that's going to be a base on balls. They don't want nothing to do with Roy. So that'll be a walk. Severs will trot on down to first. The top of the order we go, and Sam Rice, the runner down at first now. 2 outs. Rice 1 for 3. He has flown out the center. He has walked, grounded out, and singled. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. Red fires over to first. And that'll end the inning. We go to the top of the 9th. See who's going to come out of the bullpen here, try to lock this game down. You got the lefty, righty, and a righty due up. I think they're just going to go with Mayberry. No, I think they're going to go with Mickey Hafer. We're going to go with the other Mickey on the team. Mickey, you're so fine. So Mickey's going to come into the game. Try to hold this 7-4, 7-3 lead here. And Hafner has pitched in 3 games. He is 1-0 and hasn't given up a run yet. He'll be facing Roberts, Severine, and McManus. Here's the pitch to Gene. And that's going to be a fly ball out the right field for out number 1. And here comes Hank Severine up. He's 0 for 3. He's flown out to every outfield position. Right, left, and center. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Killebrew. Over to Mickey. And the Orioles are down to their last out. And Marty McManus is up. He's 0 for 2. He has popped up, grounded out, and walked. And that's going to be a pop-up down the second. They're down the short. And that'll end the game. And your winner, the Senators 7, Orioles 3. We'll take a look here at the box score. The Orioles 3 runs on 5 hits and an error. The Senators 7 runs, 10 hits and an error. The Orioles, you had Baby Doll was 2 for 4. It's about the only thing they got to talk about. Of course, you had the 2 solo homers by Jacobson and Rice. They were 0 for 2 with runners in scoring position, left 4 men on base. Cecil Travis was the man for Washington, 2 for 4. With a 3-run homer and drove in the other run. And you had Heine was 3 for 4. He drove in a run. And you had the Senators. They were 4 for 8 with runners in scoring position, left 6 men on. Oh, Manchi had a triple. WILHELM goes to 1-1, goes 6 innings, 6 1/3, 8 hits, 7 runs, 6 of them earned, walked 2, struck out 2, and gave up the home run. Hamilton comes in, gets the job done, too little, too late with an inning and a third, 2 hits and a walk. And the Dutchman goes to 2-0, 8 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, walked 2, struck out 1, gave up 2 homers. And Hafner comes in, pitches an inning, does the job, keeps it a 7-3 ball game. Take a look here at the standings and the leaderboard after April 25th with the Orioles team and Senators. So now you got the Indians in second place all by themselves, a half a game back. Orioles and Senators are now tied for third, a game back. Tigers are a game and a half back. Red Sox 2, White Sox 2.5, and the A's 3.5. Old Ted Williams leading with a 5.63 ERA. You got Lou Gehrig and Babe Ruth tied with 5 home runs and 11 RBIs. And right now, it's got pitchers with not having an ERA so far leading that American League. You got 3 pitchers now with 2 wins. Chesbro, the Dutchman, just picked up a second win, and Erman Shocker. And you got 3 pitchers with 2 saves. And Lou Gehrig's leading in the MVP voting, and Chesbro is leading in the best pitcher category. Let's see what the next game will be here for the Bats. It'll be a National League series. That was only a 2-game series between Washington and the Orioles. Let's see what the next one will be. And it's going to be the Dodgers going up against the Reds. Let's see how many game series that is. 1, 2. That's a 2-game series also. So we'll have the Dodgers and Reds up next. I want to thank Legend Sports Universe, Tim D, and Clinton Parks for stopping by. We'll be back on here a little later today, that's for sure. What time is it? It is 2 o'clock almost here on the East Coast. Until then, y'all have a great afternoon and take care.